Hey everybody, it's Monday and I'm heading home right now to see what kind of mess is going on. I just read a report there's multiple fires out, not where we live in town, but this is all outside of Austin, and but the area around us, back in 2011 there was a major wildfire, if you look it up, September 2011 Labor Day fire. And so now there's multiple fires in the area, and why they removed the burn ban I still haven't figured out, but it's, even where I'm at, I'm way away from where I live at right now. I'm on the opposite end of Austin. And it's windy out here, so I can only imagine out there, but they're evacuating people already because of, they have a fire that's out of control, so I guess by the time I get this uploaded, I should know a whole lot more about what's going on, but that sucks. We don't need any more fires out there. They need to make that burn ban permanent until we've gotten a ton of rain, at least a foot or more, within a month, because everything's just super dry still. And I know you guys see, like, you probably see shots past me out here and out this way, and you see green, and it's rained a lot more out here, and it's still dry out here in northwest Austin where I'm at. So I don't know, it's a situation that I don't like, and it's one of the reasons I really don't want to move out to the country, because you never know what dumbass is going to end up burning your house down because they're too stupid to either recycle or pay for trash service, or wait until we've gotten some rain and then burn their trash. So, and you know, this could be a situation where somebody's lighting all these fires. You never know, and you won't know until, you know, our officials out there actually say what it is. But if it comes down to somebody burning because there's not a burn ban, then that's the problem. And that needs to be addressed with the county commissioners, and they need to be held liable for all that. So anyway, work was work today. Not really much to talk about. I never talk about work. It's just one of those things. I'm not an actual employee there, so I'm limited to what I can say that I actually do. So I always keep it quiet. Hopefully one of these days I'll be a permanent employee. I'm definitely not going to hold my breath at any point in time that that's actually going to happen. I hate this light. This light gets me about every 10th time, and it just changes. So there we go. I'm trying to get the sunlight out of the camera. I changed the mount a little bit, so it may look a little different, but it's a suction cup, and then the part that the camera screw, or the part that screws into the camera, it also like unscrews from the base, and so the way I had it before, it was just too loose, and so I tightened it last night, and I put it on there before I filmed last night's. And I didn't want to film one in the dark again, but it just ended up, that's how it was. Eventually, when I get my shed built and I can record out there, when I'm running late on one and I need to do one at night, I can just go in there and do one real quick with my lights and everything else. So, and I'm still looking up all that information. I've got so much stuff going on, and I don't have any time to get it done because I have to work, and so I'm just going to have to figure it out, I guess. And as soon as I get home, we're going to talk about going to the coast. We still want to go to the coast. I don't know exactly where we want to go. I kind of wanted to go back to Corpus. It's been a while since we've been to Corpus. And that drive's actually a really big pain in the butt. It seems like it takes forever. But I like the beaches better down there. The water's not nearly as, well, I guess the water is the same amount of nasty everywhere out there. And there's not as much. So of course, if we go to Galveston, we could go to Moody Gardens and all that. But that's the decision we have to make. Are we going to go to Moody Gardens if we go to Galveston, or are we just going to the beach? If we're just going to the beach, I'd rather go to Corpus and go to North Padre. It's a pier out there, Bulb Hall Pier, that I like going out to because it's got some pretty choppy waves. Even for Texas, it gets some pretty good waves. There's guys that surf out there by the pier. And not that I'm going to go do that anytime soon. But you know, I thought about that. I thought about surfing and the whole, my problems with water. If you guys don't know, I can swim. And I tell people I can't because I really don't. It's not that I hate swimming or that I dislike it. A lot of times it just hurts my back. Even going to our friends' pools, sometimes it like really hurts my back when I get out, and I don't know why. I guess because maybe I'm cannonballing and doing some other stupid stuff, and then I swim laps and it, you know, I'm just sore afterwards. But I wasn't really exposed to swimming pools or anything like that until I was probably like 11 or 12. I'm trying to think what grade I might have been in then. And I might have been a little younger, might have been around 10. So anywhere from 10 to 12, somewhere in there. We lived in some apartments and there was a pool, and I got used to going in the pool. But I would get scared, even going to the 6-foot part. Even with a mask on, I would get scared going to the deep end of that pool, even though it was only 6 feet. Now, you know, I'll go in a 10-foot pool and jump in, but I have to wear a full mask that covers my nose and all that because I've never really learned how to hold my breath underwater properly with my nose without the water is shooting straight up my nose, and I can't open my eyes underwater. I've tried and it just burns my eyes. But I'm the same person that can't wear contacts for very long, or it ends up burning my eyes. So anyway, back to surfing. My thought is that they basically refer to them like as a flak jacket. They're a real thin jacket that some surfers wear when they start out, and it's super thin, but it makes you buoyant. Not that you're not going to be buoyant in the ocean anyway, but it helps you, like if you fall or a wave tosses you, it's supposed to help pick you up and take you back to the top. I mean, it's not going to like instantly boost you to the top, but it's going to, from what this thing that I read before, this guy was talking about it, he said that you do get hit by a wave and you get disoriented, get still and figure out where you're floating. Like open your eyes and watch to see which direction you're floating and then swim towards that direction. So because you're not going to go down, that flotation device is going to help you float up. It may not pull you very fast, but at least you'll know where you're at, what direction you're floating up, and then you can go. They said they're really thin so they don't get in the way, because I would love to go surfing one of these days. Even though it is Texas, I'd still like to go. The waves aren't that big, and I don't think it would be, it's dangerous, but I think it'd be less dangerous than going to Hawaii and going surfing. The only thing is I can't wear a full mask in the ocean. It's just not going to happen. Most guys don't wear goggles or anything else, so that's my only thing. I guess I have to I got to get to the point where I can hold my breath underwater and look underwater without any protective gear on my face. And I think if I could ever get to that point, then I could probably go surfing, because I've gotten to the point now that I can tread water okay. So, and I'm a pretty strong swimmer for the most part. Now, if a current grabbed me or something, I probably would be screwed, but I can swim fine, and I can even float. I never could float when I was a kid. I was always too nervous, and now I float fine. But that's something I always think about, is I've always wanted to go surfing, and I really got into it once and really wanted to do it, and I talked about it and looked into stuff, and I just got to get over my issues with water, and then I think I'll be able to do it. So that's one of those things. I don't really have like a bucket list or anything. There's just things that I've always wanted to try, and eventually I'll try them, and if I don't, it's not the end of the world. I can live my whole life without going surfing. So we have to decide tonight where we're going to go. And it's not going to be this weekend because we're going to Big Lou's on Saturday down in San Antonio. I'm going to get a 42-inch pizza. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Big Lou's San Antonio. This guy has a special oven made. He makes a 42-inch in diameter. It's 3.5 feet in diameter, or roughly 3.5 feet. I think 3 is 36 in another section. That's 42. So it's 3.5 feet in diameter pizza. It's really expensive, but we're gonna go with some friends of ours, and so splitting it's not gonna be as bad, and it'll definitely feed everybody that's going. So hopefully we can eat all of it. If not, we can take the rest of it with us or whatever. But I think we're gonna go down there and then we're gonna go early so we can go to Sam Ash. I only get to go down there like every 2 years or so, and it's like Guitar Center, but I like it better. No offense to Guitar Center, I bought a ton of stuff from them, and I still do when I have the extra money. But as far as used gear is concerned, a lot of times when I go to Sam Ash, they have stuff that they have a lot more used gear that's really cool, and that surprises me because we're in Austin, and it's music capital of Texas, and they've got one store, one Sam Ash in San Antonio, and it's got a better selection than all of our Guitar Centers do. So, but I wanted to go do that, and then possibly go down to the Riverwalk for a little bit. I love it down there. San Antonio is one of those towns that I don't think I could ever actually live in. I don't know, Austin's big enough for me. And I grew up in Dallas-Fort Worth, and so San Antonio's got that same kind of feel, even though I think their traffic's better down there. It still has that big, gigantic Dallas-Fort Worth feel to it. And so, I don't know, it's just not, it's one of those towns I love to go to. And I always have fun when we go, but it's not a place that I don't think I could ever live. It's just not one of those towns that I'm attached to, that I feel like I have to go to, other than going to see the Riverwalk and the Alamo, and of course now going to Big Lou's. Which I found out about Big Lou's when he had the 37-inch pizza when I had moved to Austin, and that was in 2003. I think he got it either right before I moved down here or right after, and then he got the 42-inch later. But I knew about the 37-inch, and I thought, man, 3 feet in diameter of pizza, holy crap. I want to do that. I want somebody to go with me, and I could only ever get like 1 or 2 people to commit to going, and I was like, what's the point? 2 or 3 people are going to go down there. We know we're not going to be able to finish that pizza. We're stuck with tons of pizza we're not going to be able to eat, and ultimately it just wasn't worth it. And so I kept passing on it, but now that our niece and nephew are here, and our friends said that they wanted to go, that's 8 people right there that want to go and eat this big pizza, and so it's a little more manageable at that point. And the slices are like that long, it's crazy. So I can't wait. That's been one of those things that I've wanted to do for a really long time, and so I'm getting to do it with people that I know that will enjoy it, and will go down and have fun, and people I kind of want to share the experience with, so it should be fun. So I'm going to look here in just a second and see if I see any smoke. I can usually see the horizon out where we live out east of Austin pretty well from out here where I'm at. There'll be like a hill coming up, and I can see all the way out. Yeah, I can see out right now. And it's smoky, but I can't tell anything. That could just be dust. So I found a server to play Minecraft on. That's probably the one I'm going to record on. I need to find out. I've already started building like a little house area, and I'm going to keep working on that for like a few more days. And then that way, that's stuff people don't want to watch online anyway. Unless it's like a speed build, you speed it up. But I got to find out from the people how much they charge per month for access. And then that way, because there's certain areas I can't go into. And it's a small server, they just started. And so I kind of want to help them out and then, you know, have the ability to put some recordings up and, you know, maybe get some people out there. And they don't have like the survival stuff, the Hunger Games and stuff like that. And so hopefully they'll get to that point. What are you doing? Seriously? Did you just buy that Hyundai and not know how to drive it? Good Lord. And hopefully they can get those and then they can get more people out on their server. I think they can only hold 60 at a time. But it'll be good for doing just like a basic Minecraft, you know, building and mining and stuff like that. But I'm gonna check, there's a couple other people that play on there that already have little areas built, and I'm gonna contact them and see if they want to team up and record. So that might be coming to the future. And then I have been playing a lot more online, a lot more Minecraft, and getting my butt kicked regularly. So, you know, I figured out a couple of things. I need to move all the controls back to the way they default for Minecraft. It seems to work better like that. And I need to get a better mouse, because the mouse, I have that really cool mouse that's got the touchscreen thing on it, or the touch sensitive piece on top, and it really sucks for playing the game. I need a regular scroll mouse, and possibly one with a little better optics on it. So I'll be looking into that eventually. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I think I covered everything that was on my brain. And I'm wore out. And I really, like I said last night, I really wish I'd have taken 3 weeks off to spend the whole time with my niece and nephew. But, you know, unfortunately, the company I work for doesn't want to hire me just yet. And so if I don't work, I don't get paid. So I'm kind of screwed in that aspect. But I feel like we don't get to do enough because I'm, you know, stuck at work all day. And then I've got about 2.5 hours worth of driving every day, so. Oh, it's all clear up ahead. Yeehaw. So I might actually get home in decent time tonight. So anyway, that's all I got for today. Hope everybody had a good Monday, and I will see you tomorrow.